were they could either come with us and take first loot if we let them lead, or if they followed, we could have them each provide a single get-out-of-jail-free service for us, and they would then retire and go on their own. We took them up on that offer, proceeded down the corridor. Oh, I should have shared our map. Sorry, I didn't do that.
That's all right. These are supposed to be short, Andrew.
Oh, sorry. Went down the corridor, found 2 giant tests, popped the chests open, giant cobras came out. We sicked the dwarves on them. The dwarves took them out. They looted a little bit. They took a cursed gem that we're glad we didn't get. They departed. We did not attack them from behind, although we puzzled that over. We attempted to extract cobra venom. That was not good. Had a problem with cobra venom. Chrome took a nap for a while, and we went to the next room where we discovered a bunch of mummies and undead. That turned really bad for us as the bulk of us quickly pledged our souls through teleportation to Set. That went over not well with the rest of the party that fled. We returned back up top, coughed up money to the dwarves. Wordno's plan failed. All the horses were destroyed, and the unseen servant as well. We went back to town, decided to engage the Black Wizard by trading Chrome's sword for information. He said he could not help us after he tried to spell magic, remove curse, etc., etc. Sent us over to St. Cuthbert. St. Cuthbert offered to fix us if we donated and sold, and did so, and they converted the party to St. Cuthbert.
Dun, 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 dun.
Wordna left the room briefly, made some kind of a deal, came back looking normal, and left for the Wizards Guild, and he is no longer a follower of St. Cuthbert.
Very cool.
All right.
Damn.
Very good. Very good summary.
And for those of you following along, the 2 Dwarven Wondrous figurines had Ral Partha marked on the bottom.
Forgot the most important thing. One was Ral, the other guy was Partha. Didn't like that.
So for those of you in the know, if you go over to our social media sites, which Walt can tell you about, either our new Facebook page for sci-fi readers playing old school D&D, or on our Twitch channel, or wherever, and maybe post your best painted Ral Partha figure if you still have one. Maybe we'll figure out some kind of prize to give you.
Ooh, nice.
Hey,
Okay,
Sam,
hey,
I still have the Ral Partha Gold Wizard.
Ooh.
There we go. I have one of those too.
Yeah.
I thought that was a grenadier thing.
Oh, maybe it was.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a grenadier thing. That's all right.
But
But anyway, I gave you all quarter horses because they're the cheapest horses you could buy. If anybody wants a trained war stallion, they can spend 3,000 gold and buy a war stallion.
Can I set mine with an alarm?
No, we seem to be getting everything eaten. Let's wait till we can take out the trolls, but we got to get the sword back. So I'm working that plan. We need to get a lot of money today. That's our goal.
Okay.
Right.
So, all right. So we get on our horses and we start riding towards Greyhawk Castle. How are we going to explore?
We don't have. Do we have a ranger?
We did, but I think he died.
Oh, the ranger. All right. Yep. Sorry. Roger that.
I have navigation.
Right. Navigation will work. And next level, you can take tracking too.
Yes.
Because actually, you're 4th level or 5th level now?
I just popped 5th level, and I think.
So you get 1 extra NWP. Ask Jim if he's generous enough to let you take tracking.
Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely not.
Oh.
All right. Fire.
Jim
And
is
you know,
not
you can't be 5th level in both thief and fighter, Nick.
I think I can.
No, you
because
can't.
remember, the thief has a lower experience. So I'm just adding my experience point into the program that I use, and it splits it automatically.
Okay, if you say.
I say. I wouldn't lie to you, Jim. Prometheus would, but I wouldn't.
We are all on our honor here.
Yeah. You need me at 5th.
You need me on this wall.
I was about to say that.
You sit there with your dice, comfortable at home.
Yeah, really. That was a
You
great
want the
show.
math? You can't handle the math.
And that was ad-libbed too. That is so neat.
Yeah, exactly. The
Okay,
key to
buddy.
all of Jack Nicholson's acting is the cadence of his voice.
Uh-huh.
Every
Absolutely.
character has a different cadence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, so
Acting.
here we are in Greyhawk City, and naturally way south along the river you get to the mountains, and then you go a little bit east, and you get to the Greyhawk Castle. So how are we doing our search mission?
I think the first thing that we might do is, I would say, let's take our map and kind of like put together what we know, and using sort of north, south, and west, and say, like, where do we think the dungeon was headed underneath the castle?
Yeah, no way you can do that.
Well, maybe with navigation, I could at least get a rough idea of the way the levels were going.
They're big, what they are is they're big columns of dungeons. So the elf column is 24 dungeons. The dwarf column is 24 dungeons, and then the Greyhawk Castle itself is 11 dungeons, and they have interconnecting tunnels that connect to different levels in the other dungeons.
Right.
So there's no spread there, really.
Got it.
So we know that other people have found ways in, so maybe tracking.
You definitely know that, but no, tracking, you have got nothing to track.
What about using direction sense to try and orient on the two external towers and actually do it? If we created a semi-logarithmic radius, we could come up with distances that we would do as a means instead of a median rotation.
Give me percentile roll, Andrew.
I didn't understand one damn word of that.
I got it all.
Yes, you did.
He's doing some triangulation.
15.
Once you said logarithmic, like a tone went off in my brain that was like,
Really.
Basically, interlapping circles that we could then narrow points down to and look for openings.
okay.
The answer is no.
Damn it.
What about if we send your dragon flying thing into the air and see if it can find any trails that might be not obvious to the naked eye?
That is very smart stuff, Scorpio.
So I was thinking about that because right now, until I get attacked or attacked, it's invisible with me. So yes, I would like to send it airborne and see what it can see.
Yeah, okay. So are we getting by Castle Greyhawk, or where are we doing these? Send them up in the sky thing.
Let's do it closer to the Dwarven Tower, and I'll send him up a couple of 100 feet.
Okay, so the Dwarven Tower is on the hill 500 yards away from you. What are you doing exactly?
Why don't we circumnavigate, have him do the warren, the lee side of the hill, right, where the first ripple would come, and look there. So that gives him about a quarter-mile visibility.
Okay, all he sees is hills, grasslands, and Greyhawk Castle.
Okay. Do we see any movement or activity? He's got 240 vision and invisible. Does he see any movement by Greyhawk Castle?
There's deer. What was that, Nick?
When in doubt, 240 out.
Yeah. There's deer. There's giant frogs. There's a real big dragonfly. There's a bunch of large ponds. Way off in the distance to the north is what looks like a well.
All right, I'm going to recall him, and why don't we head and mess with the well? That'll be a problem.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's like 3 miles away from Greyhawk Castle.
We got horse.
Yeah, that's no problem at all. So you find this wishing well, and it doesn't have a rope down. That's broken, but it's a well down in there, and you don't see any water. You just see darkness.
So,
Can I cast a continual light spell on a coin and toss it in and make a wish?
Absolutely, my good friend. That's no problem at all. Do you have the continual light spell?
I do.
Okay, very good. So yeah, it goes down and disappears in the darkness it went so far.
whoa.
What happens to my wish?
Well, what was the wish?
I wish I had amazing Prometheus hair.
Nothing happens.
I think you guys already all have that now.
We're all soulless gingers now.
Yeah, really. You probably should have specified a time frame.
Yeah.
I would like to do a little tracking around the well and see if I detect any other prints besides ours.
Okay, that's fair. Way off to the east, you see a big black tower. Way off to the west, you see high mountains, and you notice griffin poop.
Around
So-
the well.
I
Yes.
have climbing spikes and rope. Is it worth climbing down into the well to see what's down there?
Wow, what an idea.
And if other people threw gold, we might get rich just pulling it off the bottom.
You might.
Or we might die and get eaten by a lizard or something.
Real quick though, before we do that, could we examine the well to see if there's any maker's marks or runes or warning signs or secret things?
Okay, there are definitely runes on the side of the well. You don't know how to read them. Oh, actually, you're a thief. You have the percentage chance of reading them. Why don't you roll some percentile dice?
Huzzah! Watch me roll 25 or under.
That'd be great.
Ooh.
Oh, shook it now.
No.
Yeah.
Prometheus rolls a 74 and it's English to him.
Yeah. Okay, so here we all are.
All right,
Runes
let's.
seem like a wizard thing.
I can read ancient language.
Oh, okay.
Intelligence check. I rolled a 5, so yeah, that makes it.
Oh, that's irritating. It says something about abandon all hope, ye who go down this well.
Uh-oh.
So yeah, we rigged JR to go down.
Well said, sir. So how many yards of rope do you have, JR?
I think the standard loadout was what? Let's see, 50 feet.
Okay.
I think I better go, and I'm not usually one who volunteers. But I am an elf, and I am lower body weight, and you can tie me off.
Okay, you're a half elf, right?
Right.
Okay.
But you can also, I have climbing too.
Yeah, you're a thief, so you're a very good climber.
Yeah. So it better be me that goes down.
Do you have climbing spikes, or do you need mine?
He doesn't
take-
need spikes. No, he
Yeah.
doesn't need spikes.
Well, the other thing too is we can rig him so that as he descends, if we use a pair of horses and tie them to the pommels of the saddle, weave through a few trees, it will help him. It should aid him in climbing much more.
That's an idea.
Let's do all the things.
Okay, very good.
I should have been a
Okay.
ranger.
You should have been, but yeah, right. Well, that's funny. Because Walt was a ranger. So you probably use up 20 feet of rope on the horses and the rigging and things. So he can go down 30 feet.
Okay. And then I have 50 feet of rope to contribute.
Okay, so you got to tie that in the top, of course.
Right. I think we would try to add all our rope initially.
Okay,
So
you didn't
everybody
say
gets up.
that, of course.
Okay, so I'm throwing my rope in. So you got 50 feet there.
Okay.
And I've got 50 feet.
So that's
I think I
100.
had 20 feet of silk. Hang on.
And who are we trusting to tie the knots to connect those?
It would probably be me as an experienced climber.
Okay, so let's start with the first six-sided die.
All right. Would you accept a 6?
Okay, yeah, of course. Then let's go to the second six-sided die, and you've got a very uneasy feeling.
5.
Okay, and the third six-sided die,
4.
very good.
I like the way this is going.
And
I just want to see if I can roll 3, 2, 1 now.
I know. And Girk, are you giving him 50 feet of rope?
I think he stepped away. He's muted.
Okay,
But
that's
I
fine.
can assume that he would.
Okay, so one more roll.
I am contributing 50 feet of rope.
Yes.
Very good.
Four.
Thank you. All right, so Nick, you've tied them all off. You think you've done an excellent job, but the hairs on the back of your neck have lifted up in danger.
Okay. I'm sensing I may have gotten the knots wrong. A warrior is probably pretty good with knots, having worked in sieges and things like that. So let's ask Lance Scorpio to go through my knots.
Let's see
All
what
right.
happens. Lance, would you please roll a six-sided die?
All right, I got a 3.
and then another 6-sided die.
4.
Okay, he says all the knots are great.
Okay.
So it's something down there is telling you.
Well, let's test. Let's test the knots.
And can you see the glowing gold piece?
No, he isn't down there yet.
Oh.
Yeah, let's have the horses all set up, and then let's roll the rope out and give it a good tug. And it's
Okay, so the first set of knots unravels completely.
okay. Then let's go ahead and retie that using our best knot tying skills.
Roll a 6-sided die.
4.
Okay. It's all ready to go.
All right, I will now descend into the depths. What module is that?
Yeah, really. You didn't want to test him again?
No, I'm good now. I'm good.
He's good. All right. So how many feet down do you go?
Well, I'll just start descending down. So let's go, 10 feet at a time.
Okay, so you go down 150 feet, and the tunnel ends. There's a coin there, and an unusual amount of silver.
Is the coin throwing off light?
Yes, continual light lasts forever.
Are there? Is it just the bottom of a well, or are there tunnels?
There is definitely a tunnel.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and give a signal that it's clear to climb down now and to lower themselves down.
Okay, so let's see if everybody does it, starting with our good cleric, Drawn.
Verdna, do you have something like Featherfall or anything like that? Is that a 3rd level spell?
No, Featherfall is a 1st level spell. I do not have that.
Crap.
I have.
Yeah, but we're all we're doing is sending the rope back up and lowering them down. You're not going to be climbing.
Right. Well, what
Yeah.
I was thinking is somebody
That's
to guide the horses to use it as like a lowering device, and then have that last person cast Featherfall and just, parachute.
Yeah, but that's not happening.
Yeah. Well, All right. So what do I got to do? What do I have to roll?
You don't have to roll at all. You just automatically get descent down to the bottom.
Oh, I automatically descend down to the bottom.
Okay, and what about our good friend Scorpio?
I'm sorry. That I lost the connection for a second.
Repel.
Yeah, that's right. Do you want to rappel down to the bottom of the well with Nick and with Prometheus and Drawn?
Yeah, why not? In for a penny, in for a pound.
Okay, very good. and what about our good friend Wardina?
Wordna, his sister Wordina is not around.
I'm never gonna pronounce that name right. I will
Say my
keep
name
trying.
backwards. Just say my name backwards. It's all
Yeah,
good.
yeah. Okay, great.
Didn't you ever play Wizardry, Jim?
Yeah, Bromwich. Come on, that is a tongue twister right there.
Yeah, that's easy to pronounce.
Wordna's not hard.
Yeah, okay, get going. Are you going down there or not?
I'm going down.
Okay, very good. That takes us to our good friend Gurk.
Yeah, do we know what? I haven't heard a good explanation on what's down there yet. Do we want everybody to go down? And
You can't hear it. It's 150 feet away.
okay, all right, I'm going. Climb
Very
down.
good, and you're all down at the bottom. All right, so this will be wonderful. I just finished this level, as a matter of fact. I'm so happy for you guys.
We descended 150 feet.
So
Yes, you did.
let's just talk about our situation real quick.
Right.
Okay,
There is some silver on the floor.
lots.
There's gold coins. There's a rope.
No, I never said there was gold coins.
Silver coins.
Silver.
And there's a gold coin that has continual light on it.
Yes.
Well-
there is a rope and there are horses up there.
Yes.
So do we want to anchor the rope here? Do we want
Well-
to spike it into the floor?
Yes.
Okay. That's no problem.
Because that's about the best we can do that I can think of.
What a good idea.
Unless I want to take the dragon with us, but we could send the dragon up there to keep an eye on the horses.
He can't stay. I have a distance map.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Well, that's probably the best we can do for the horses.
can we check any of the magical types? Can you check to make sure that before we start throwing these coins into the bag of holding to get them accounted for. Make sure that we're not picking up something that's going to like turn us into a toad or something.
How do you do that, Scorpio?
Doesn't Werdna, not Werdina, but Werdna, doesn't he have like a test for magic spell?
You know something, Lance? You're sounding very paranoid.
I do not have detect magic. That's you guys. The clerics have been doing that.
Okay.
I can identify objects, but that costs me everything if I do it.
Let's run the continual light coin over a few of the silver coins and inspect them.
They're just old silver coins, unusually large.
What's on the face?
Emperor Maximilian.
All right, let's scoop them up.
Ancient history before we actually touch them.
Yeah.
Can we identify are larger silver coins more valuable?
They're much more. They're double the value of a normal silver coin.
They are. Okay, so I'm wearing gloves.
That would make them silver doubloons.
Yeah, they're actually plates. They're bigger than doubloons.
Damn.
All right, so I'm going to scoop them up and put them in the bag of holding.
Okay, so there's a total of 6,000 silver there.
In modern equivalency, but not in double.
No, I doubled that for you.
Okay.
So there's 6,000 is what? 600 gold.
Okay.
Okay, and you have all of it.
Sold. Can you tell us a little bit about the space we're in?
It's the bottom of a round well. It's about 10 feet in diameter, and there's a very narrow 5 feet wide tunnel that goes out of the well and into the darkness. Let me make sure I know where you guys are.
North, south, east, or west?
Yeah, it goes west.
Okay.
So I have, before we go anywhere, I have 2 empty vials. I'd like to get a sample of this water, because if it's a wishing well, maybe we'll find properties in the water for later to test.
No water.
No. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he said it was empty when we got here.
This well is bone dry.
Indeed.
All right. So can we see down the passage that's leading out of here?
You can see 10 yards with your. Now I'm assuming torches, unless somebody tells me different.
No, we've got 2 continual light coins now. So,
Continual light coin. Okay, so that's 30 yards down the corridor.
And we can always chuck those.
You can. That's very wise to do.
And of course, if we have to, I have the what do you call it? The bullseye lantern.
Okay, you're gonna light that?
no bother. We have the coins.
We have the coins right now, so I'm not going to, but it's an option if we need it.
All right, very good.
So if we have to retreat and we fall back here and we get up that rope, if suddenly the rope isn't available, I'll need to climb up and reattach it. So we'll have to hold this area.
I'll have to tank the hole and let you have time to do that.
Okay.
Well, and worst comes to worst, I've got levitate, so I can get us up there fast if we need
That
to.
would- yeah.
Ooh, levitate.
Nice.
Okay, here we go.
Let's talk battle order since it's a 5 foot. Let's do singles. Chrome Lance. I'll come third. Drawn. Gurk. You guys fine?
Cool.
Yep.
Sure.
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
Who else? Chrome, what did you, if you leveled up in both, what did you get for new hit points? What are your hit points total now?
31.
31. Roger that. Lance, you're 52 now?
51.
50.
I mean, I'll take the extra one if you want to give it to me, but
I don't want to give it to him.
dang it.
You're still 24?
What's that?
What's that?
You're still 24?
Who's that?
Drawn.
That's Gurk.
I'm at 18.
You're at 18. Okay. And Gurk, you're 24.
I'm 24, yes.
Yes.
Roger that. Thank you.
Okay. Here we go.
So let's take a little bit of a break real quick just to talk about sci-fi writers playing old school D&D. We've got several writers right now. Lance Scorpio, what are you working on, buddy?
I'm writing the Reservists 2 for you.
Nice. Nice.
A new Galaxy's Edge book, and you're right next to on the screen the next Galaxy's Edge author, which is Walt Robillard, who
What?
just had a pitch accepted by Jason and I, and he's going to highlight a brand new GE Legionnaire unit called the it's the OSU version of the Legion, right?
Yeah, it's so they're recovery and rescue teams, and then they got a weird acronym that basically spells out the word wreckers. They were once called Valkyries, but the House of Reason has put the squash on that for religious reasons. So, they don't want to offend anybody. So, every time somebody uses the old term, of course, a point gets his wings.
And James, what novel are you working on right now, buddy?
Yes, my most recent book is the Galactic Outlaws series with variant publications, which for anybody who loves Judge Dredd, you can get your fix there. And I've got a couple different new projects in the works. One is probably best described as Conan plus space opera. So I'm stoked about.
You can't go wrong there. You absolutely can't go wrong there.
Yes.
What about Jim? I hear he's got some new stuff coming.
Big Jim is working on the third in the Dragon Scales fantasy series of adventures, and I'm doing a pathing book, a pick-a-path book for Troll Lords right now.
Oh, that'll be fun. Is that hard?
I'm sorry, what?
Is it hard to do pick-a-path?
It's very hard to do it. You'd be amazed. Outlining just doesn't do it. You have to go through many machinations to make the paths work, and keep track of the paths is the big deal. I've got over 200 paths, and you have to keep track of every single one, because if you write something and you don't connect to the proper path, really bad things happen.
Yeah, people get frustrated.
That's a choose your own adventure kind of thing.
Yes, sir. Except we don't want to use choose your own adventure or pick a path, because those are trademarks owned by other companies. We're using pathing books.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think what it should be about is the answer, and it could be called Pick Your Nose. NOWS, Pick Your Nose.
I think I'm very careful about the audience when I write these kind of things. I have this angry mother rule that I live by all of my life. Yeah. So I don't think so, buddy.
You have told me about your fear of angry mothers. Andrew, do you have any projects going on right now?
The project I'm working on is called The Tales from Multi, and it's a short story series of different pieces of history of our world over the last 44 years.
Oh, nice.
That sounds like fun. All right. Back to the adventure, James.
Back to the adventure. Yes. Okay. So we're heading down a very narrow corridor west, and we head down 10 yards, and there's a corridor that turns to the north, or you can continue west.
Party have a choice?
Direction sense. Do we have a sense of orientation on where north would be? What that would be heading to on the surface?
I never. I'm like Gary. I want you guys to know north, east, west, and south, because it's easier to explain things.
No. I'm sorry. My question was, using direction sense, do I have a sense that the northern passage would be connecting us toward one of the towers up top? Can I make that?
Absolutely not.
No. Okay. Got it.
Where are we in relation to the castle right now?
You are, well, let's see. That's a great question. I can answer that.
I'm a great player, obviously.
He said we came 3 miles.
Yeah, you're 3 miles away from the castle.
Can we?
Go ahead, Scorpio.
In what direction are we from the castle?
It's mostly north. It's a little west.
So are the paths, each one of them level? Are they slanting upwards, slanting downwards?
Okay, if you're a dwarf, you can figure that out.
I have sling balls that I brought just for this purpose. Can I?
Okay, then you must use them.
I want to use one of my sling balls and roll it, or see if it rolls naturally.
Okay, it doesn't roll at all.
All right, I'll pick them back up, and we'll find another.
So I just want to clarify one thing.
Yes.
The castle is north of the well.
No, the castle. Did I say north?
No, we rode north and then a little west.
So the castle is south of the well.
South and a little east of the well.
Correct.
So let's explore the northern passage to kind of eliminate that.
That follows to me. I agree.
Okay, you hear the sound of chickens clucking.
Oh.
I close my eyes.
13. That could be.
Now,
Is this a sign from the great Leroy Jenkins?
No.
Holy drumstick.
to
I
be
don't think so,
litigious,
my
to be
Good
litigious,
friend.
you say chicken like, or you say actual chickens.
I'm sorry, you have no way to tell.
If that way, it would be chicken like.
You hear chickens.
Start breaking out the mirrors.
Yeah. What do griffins do?
So
They don't cluck.
I was thinking more of a cockatrice.
Hey, family
5
show.
feet. 5 feet is where Crow. I'm going to ready my my heavy crossbow, and in the event that we see something coming towards us, I'm going to need you to step to the left so I don't hit you, and we can see if we can keep them ranged long enough to buy a little bit of time.
Yeah,
So
okay.
I want to ask the question.
No, hang on just a second. Hang on just a second. No, Scorpio.
Okay.
This is a 5 feet tunnel. So he can lean to the right or left, but he doesn't get out of your what would you call that?
Line of
Out of
sight.
my path.
Line of sight.
Yeah. Shooting area? I don't know. You could
I was under the illusion that all our weapons were taken away and replaced.
I replaced all the lost items, so I'm equipped as I was before, and I spent my gold to do so.
Okay. Usually, my good friend, you must email me that you're doing that.
Okay, I will do that in the future.
In the future, that'd be fine. And I'm very approachable by email. Andrew does it every other day, at least 5 times a day. So,
and email responses receive a much more beneficial response if they're accompanied with Applebee's gift cards.
Stop it. You know, Gary talked about doing a money dungeon where every time you played, you tossed in $10. And he had different areas in the dungeon where you could just pick up the money.
Free party.
I mean, I'm surprised Vegas never did that, because I would hit that casino every night.
There we go. There we go. I hear you. So anyway, let's go back now. We're getting ready to go into a different area. Okay, so
that's a great idea. I feel like calling Steve Wynn right now and being like, I got your next casino idea.
There we go. Yeah, I love it too. I could probably work that.
Yeah. You could be like the old boxers and stand there at the front entrance greeting everybody.
The old boxers. Thanks, buddy.
No. They used to have boxers there, at the front.
I know. Yeah.
You'd get a tuxedo, and Nicole would be a showgirl, and she'd be on.
Oh, there we go. I'd like that. Anyway, you go 10 yards, and then this opens up into a room. It opens up to a room 20 yards by 20 yards, and you haven't entered it yet. And 20 yards by 20 yards with the quarter that you're in is in the southwest end of that room, and you see some very large feathers in the room.
Since we have experience with cockatrice feathers from the witch that we acquired, would these be the same feathers?
They're the exact same style of feathers.
Wow.
Important.
Crap.
That's unfortunate.
Well, that tells you for dreams, I'm 2 for 2.
Yeah. So I guess we've figured out, we've done our exploring in this portion. Do we want to head back and see if there's another place to explore?
Oh my goodness, that's funny.
Thanks everybody for watching. Old School,
Come on, a few cockatrice feathers. They aren't even attached to a bird.
How old are these cockatrice feathers?
Well, you'd have to pick it up and inspect it.
So using animal handling and my gloves, can I recover these without turning to stone?
You estimate that you have a 47% chance of not turning the stone.
Pass.
Okay.
Who has the ring?
I thought you had it.
I emailed Lance asking if I could buy it from off another party member. I just don't know if anyone said yes.
Levi's got it.
You asked for the Cuthbert +1.
Oh no, that's right. That was the second thing I asked for. The first thing
that was a different thing. No, Levi has the ring and you can't get it.
Right, got it. Roger that. Okay.
So give me the room one more time, James, please.
Sure, of course. It's 20 yards by 20 yards. And the only exit is in the southwest end of the room. And that's the
where
exit
we
you
came
guys,
from, correct?
you came from that.
Right. So this is the map so far. Sorry, I pulled it.
Yeah, that's very good.
Oh,
Very
go
good.
north, right, like that. So there's
Yes.
well, we came down, we went up the northern corridor. We're in the southwest corner, 20 by 20 space.
Yes, sir.
And there's what's in the room? Just feathers.
Just the feathers.
And
You haven't lifted up any of the feathers to tell what's underneath them.
well, that would turn us to stone.
Okay.
Unless Lance Scorpio took his shield and blew them away, making a fan out of it.
And I have a hand mirror, so we can at least get them to look at each other.
Could he like wave his shield and blow the feathers away?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure why we care that you have a hand mirror.
Yeah. Makes me feel good.
Okay, there we go. Well, then that's good. All right. And what are you trying to do there, Scorpio?
Well, I was suggesting he could do that.
I'm going to use my shield as a fan and see if I can blow away the feathers.
Yeah, these are
That's
heavy
permeative.
feathers. They don't move an inch.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think we're gonna just say no.
Okay.
You guys want to mess with it? There could be goodies, but I mean, it's stone, and we don't have Levi.
So the feathers are on the ground, and the feathers are too heavy to move by merely sort of like creating wind.
Yes,
But you can burn feathers.
you could.
All right, I'm going to take a torch, light it.
Oh my God.
What? That's not a good sign.
Please continue on.
No. Let's discuss real quick.
I'm reminded of the Illinois police who burnt 2 tons of marijuana and were high for 2 days.
Oh, one heck of a work bonus.
Yeah, there we go. Look at that nice fire that Walt has put up there. Very good.
So I'm
So-
just saying that fire is something that works on feathers. Like I guess like, are there a few feathers on the floor, or are there feathers all over the floor?
Okay, that's a great question. There's at least 9 different colored large feathers on the floor. Pink ostrich-sized feathers.
Right.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm game to toss in a torch, guys. Just tell me when.
Hang on. I'm just checking Plan S.
But everybody continue to rack your brain about how to deal with feathers. We could do fire.
I have holy water.
We could
Holy
step over
water.
them or step around them.
You could step around them, yes.
Is that like going to be a
Can we-
skill roll of some sort?
Can we blow them out of the way?
I had, we couldn't blow them. We tried that. I have to roll percentage dice to see if you turn to stone.
There's something in this room. It's too good to pass up.
It's feathers.
But the feathers themselves are valuable, right?
They're very valuable.
Oh yeah, spell components for sure.
You could probably turn them in each for 1,000 gold each.
Yeah. So
There's only one problem with that.
Getting in there.
Yeah.
well, hang on.
Can you?
I want to see if I can actually move things, or if it's just move me.
How do you turn to stone? Is that a spell, or is it what is it causes it?
It's a magical effect, much like a curse.
Okay. Is the pseudo dragon in any way, shape, or form immune to that?
Yes,
No.
35%
No.
MR. Yes, 35% MR.
Yeah, okay. 35% is not immune.
I agree. Yeah, he would
Okay.
not. He would not risk himself for that. That would be-
Okay. Thank you for agreeing with me, Andrew.
So now, what turns to stone when you touch it? The thing touching it, or the thing touching it, and the thing touching it? Is it like electricity?
It's very much like electricity, yes.
So everybody that tries, like, you can't just like push a stick. If you're touching that stick, you're going to turn to stone.
No.
Aha. See, there's a key.
No, it's a stick. It's not a key.
If the feather goes into one of the bag of holdings, does the bag of holding turn to stone?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so we get a stick and we open the bag of holding and we sweep the feathers into the bag.
Okay, where are you going to get a stick?
Well, I'm first positing that could happen.
We do have the unlit torch, which could act as a stick.
Yes, we have torches, and you can also. I am willing to put in my +1 magical club to use as a broom.
Ooh, wow.
But now going back though, the orc who is wielding the whip of feathers, he was covered all in leather.
There was, only his cheekbones and eyes were uncovered.
So it would seem that if you had leather gloves, which I do, that you would be immune to the effects.
It would seem that, but you got a face sticking out there, and you got the high water mark between your pants and your shoes.
Right. And that would be the 43% roll that you're going to have to take.
Yes, exactly.
Now, is that 43% for everybody or 43% just for Nick?
You have no idea.
Yeah.
Filthy no good so-and-sos.
Is there a roll with the stick?
Yeah, you don't know.
So
until you try it.
If we take one of our bags of holding and we kind of crank it open, and then we take a stick and we push the feathers in there.
Okay, so think of your bag of holding as a regular backpack that you have open.
Yes.
Right? The fan of the feathers is about twice as large as the opening in your backpack.
Oh, it is. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's no easy thing to shove in there in any intelligent way.
Nothing is ever easy in this castle.
So
what if the feathers are there to guard something? It's not necessarily that the feathers are valuable. The feathers are placed there. So what if we organize via stick all the feathers into one corner of the room?
Yeah, what a great idea.
Well, all right. I'm going to suggest we table this for now.
Okay.
I have the ability to dispel magic now. I'm high enough level. So I think we go wander around and get in trouble in other places. And we can come back and I can read for that spell. It's not the spell I have in my head, but I can read for that spell later and we can try it on our way out. It'd be no fun to turn to stone on our way out.
What does this spell magic have to do with flesh to stone and stone to flesh?
Dispel magic on the property of the feather tends to remove any primary function, it says.
Yeah, okay, that's not going to happen.
Okay.
And then the feather would be invaluable.
Right, wouldn't be valuable at all.
So how much money are we looking at on the floor?
9,000 gold.
To the minimum of $9,000.
$9,000. It's hard to pass up.
Yeah, just think about all that experience.
All those horses are in place.
I'm gonna take one. We just don't have it.
So if anyone's gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. I have the highest resistance. So if we're willing to take this risk, I have the highest resistance.
If
you really don't want him to turn to stone.
Right. That would be bad. But yeah, I say we either punt or come back to it.
Until we come up with a brilliant idea, let's punt.
Okay.
I've got two really good ideas that I think can get away with it, but they're not in my head at the moment. But I think we can try them. I just have a feeling we're going to have the hammer dropped on us if we try it at this point.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Too bad we didn't have any hirelings.
Wouldn't that be handy to have some hirelings? Yeah, that'd be great.
At least
they could have protected those poor horses from dying this time.
Right.
Well, we had a hireling last time, and he didn't do a damn thing.
No, you didn't have a hireling. You had a spell. Totally different deal.
Unseen servant. It was useless in the end. We need to. I'm going to hire someone when we get back to town.
Yes, right. I want unseen immigrant worker.
Yeah. Okay.
Would that be orcs?
Yes.
Because everybody is against the orcs now.
Orc lives don't matter.
No, Walt, you're wrong about that. Wizards of the Coast has said that there are good orcs now.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only good orc is a dead orc.
Exactly, Nick. Exactly. I couldn't have put that better myself.
We might make that the sci-fi writers playing old school D&D T-shirt.
Which there really needs to be.
Yes,
Yeah,
let us know
really.
in the chat if you would like that, and we'll whip that up.
I'm a XXX, so make sure I get one of them.
Okay.
According to Scott Lavery in the YouTube chat, he's saying we must also have the official battle cry be balls.
Balls!
I thought it was
stopped-
Leroy Jenkins.
He stopped doing that. You know, he doesn't. He's Prometheus now. Okay, that takes us to going back to where we came into the corridor.
Yep. We'll walk backwards. We'll just turn around and
Of
down
course.
30 feet to the western corridor.
There we go. Now you can continue west. It's 5 feet wide.
Gurik, you're in the lead now.
Okay.
Okay, very good. And he goes 20 yards, and it opens up into another room. And this room, the hole that you're coming into is in the southeast corner of a 30 by 20 yard room.
30 up, 30 north or 20 north?
30 north and 20 west.
Roger that.
And it's a dead end.
Oh, it dead ends as well. Okay, taking a look at the room. What does it look like?
A dead end room with nothing in it.
Perfect. Love that room. Looking with invisibility. Do I see anything invisible in there?
Nope.
You
You
really
wanna
search
the
yourself
wall?
on the design here, James.
Hey, it's not my fault that you walked where you're not supposed to walk.
You mean down here?
I have 20 different wonderful things in this level. You guys haven't come close to any of them yet.
Well, so the feathers weren't wonderful?
The feathers were just feathers. They're just there.
Do you want to search for secret doors, Chrome, see if there's anything?
He finds nothing.
So
Right.
it's just an empty room.
So
Yeah.
it's feathers. It's feathers room, or it's the well itself.
What's on the ceiling?
You can't see it in the distance. Oh, wait.
Yes, we can.
Yeah. The wizard can see that it's just a piece of stone.
Okay.
We don't hear anything.
All we found down here is the well down, the chicken, the cockatrice feather room, and this room.
And a lot of silver.
Exactly. Now, keep in mind, that well was made for a reason.
Is that a
Is your
Griffin
water-
bathroom?
Well, wait, didn't we hear chickens clucking?
We did.
You did.
Where did we hear that? Did we hear that in the feather room?
No, you heard it before the feather room.
In the hallway?
Yes.
Okay. Why don't you search for secret doors on the hallway?
I will do that.
Roll a 6-sided die, my friend.
Ooh.
How about a 5?
Nope.
Weirdo will search the west wall.
What west wall?
In the corridor.
No, you can't search a west wall in the corridor because the corridor goes west. You can search a north wall or a south wall. You cannot fool me, Andrew. You cannot fool me.
I thought we were in the northern corridor. Or if we're still in the western corridor, I'll search the north wall.
Okay, nothing.
South wall?
What are you using?
My hands.
Yeah, okay. Roll 2 6-sided die. If you don't roll a 5 and a 6, you find nothing.
Perfect. A 1 and a 2.
Nope.
All right. Better searchers than I, please.
Which sounds like almost everybody.
Sounds like almost everybody.
Gurak, give us a search, buddy.
Sure. I have no special skills, but
6-sided die, pal.
okay.
Is that a 5?
That's a 5. Yep.
You find a secret door on the south wall.
See how that works?
Damn.
I would like
All
to
right.
listen to that door.
Clucking.
I will inform the party that there is clucking.
Okay.
I would like to detect if there's any kind of locking mechanism.
That's fair. Percentile dice, please.
24 is a pretty good roll.
You find no locking mechanism, but you think the thing slides sideways.
Okay. So in the world of chickens, does this sound like an adult chicken or baby chicks?
I'm afraid you know nothing about chickens.
I have animal handling.
Yeah, you handle them great. You know nothing about them.
Well, I'm just saying, like, all of us have been around farms.
No, none of you
Are
have
they-
been around farms.
are
You're
they-
all
are they
city
cheap
boys.
I think we can. Are they cheeps or are they like deep throated chicken clucks?
They're
I mean, come on, we
deep
can-
throated chicken clucks.
There we go. There we go.
Could you imagine a bunch of dwarves, elves, and warriors standing around debating the merits of chicken clucks?
Yeah, I know.
I can imagine if it were a Monty Python sketch.
Yes.
No, it's definitely a peep peep. No, it's a clock. Roti clock.
But it's not dead yet.
What is the deal with cockatrices?
What do you mean? What is my deal?
No, what is the deal? Like, does anyone know about them?
Well, if they happen to be in there, I do have a way to deal with them. So
Okay.
Yeah, nobody has experienced a cockatrice yet.
Yeah.
How would I deal with something? Well, but we know that we know that there are cockatrice feathers. We know that they belong to a creature called a cockatrice. We know that they turn people to stone.
Yes.
So should we win initiative, we can attempt to deep fry it to do option A, or option B, I can use sleep sand, and hopefully it's not much worse than we fear.
So when you use sleep sand, what level creature does that get?
8 hit dice.
Oh, wow.
No saving throw.
I know, and cockatrice only have 5 hit dice.
So
Does it sound like one animule or two animules?
Sounds like many.
Many animules.
Hopefully they're just chickens to feed something.
right.
All right.
Defeat
Well,
cockatrice.
I'm going to tell Land Scorpio that all you got to do is slide this aperture to the side and all will be revealed.
That's funny. You know, Nick does this all the time to you guys, and you just do what he tells you.
I'm just I just work here.
All right. Lance,
Yeah,
I seem to remember a dead party member that listened to you.
yeah, exactly.
rub
exactly.
this here.
Uh-huh.
I was helping.
Hey,
Yeah, really.
Lance, are you at the door?
And I was going to get his body resurrected until the elves got upset.
Yeah.
And
I guess I will work my way to the door if the party so desires it, because I'm a team player.
all right.
Okay, there
Hello.
you are. There you are.
Are you going to go
All
in
right.
first, or do you want me to?
Well,
Why
I mean,
not?
I think we should have the fighter ready to go, and then
Mhm.
both fighters ready to go, and then the
I'm
backup
directly
fighter.
behind you. I'm going to throw the sleep powder if it goes bad.
So
Well,
It
all we
takes
have to do
one-
is slide the door in, slide the door aside, and look in. We don't have to go in.
Okay. Is that what you're doing,
yes,
Scorpio?
Because you have
Okay,
that spirit first
You
right, right?
slide the door, the clucking becomes much louder, and you see a 5-foot corridor going south.
Okay.
but no clucker in sight.
Do we-
No clucking in sight, but you hear loud clucking.
Got
What
it?
does it smell like?
Yep.
It doesn't. It smells damp. Smells like moisture in a basement with no concrete floor, or earth basement.
Are there any tracks on the floor?
Nope. Good question.
I look up, down, and all around.
Really, where'd you get that idea?
From legendary dungeon delver James M. Ward.
That's very wise of you.
Can,
You,
can you hear the paranoia creeping into all our voices?
that's the only way to survive.
We're going to call
So-
this sci-fi writers getting PTSD.
You see nothing but earth.
Looks clear to me, Lance.
Yeah, great.
Do we-
Yeah, why don't you march in, Lance, and just do your best to survive.
So, great and mighty Wordna, what might you suggest since Crow has let us astray?
Well, let's poke the ceiling with my 10-foot pole and look down the corridor and see if I see anything invisible.
Nothing.
Okay. Then let's march down a little bit and see what we can find.
Okay,
Well,
they're okay. Everything's in yards.
Okay.
in this dungeon. All right. So we're going down a 5-yard wide corridor,
Mhm.
and we're going down 10, 20, 30. We're going down 40 yards,
Mhm.
and a corridor turns to the west, or you can continue south.
Where's the clucking coming from?
Yeah, exactly. Does
The
Chrome?
clucking is coming from the south for sure.
How about I move silently up the south a bit and check it out?
Okay, very good.
67
feel like-
Indian. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Unless we're talking about a chicken farm, like we can tell the difference between a large cockatrice and a chicken. I mean, that seems like a readily apparent thing to hear. How
Nope,
dangerous this is.
nope. You've never encountered a cockatrice before.
James
No.
the Major smites James the Minor.
So
It was a good try, but no.
might I suggest we use some of our rope if whichever path we go down and string some sort of deterrent in the other path that might slow them down?
You have no rope.
Oh, we left it. That's right.
Well, I have
Okay.
20 feet of silk rope.
No, you used it on the well.
No, you said it was 150 feet, and that was 3 ropes of 50 feet. Mine was
Okay,
20.
so I clearly misunderstood you, much to your unhappiness. I thought the first 50 feet was going to be your silk rope, and then Nick tied regular rope to that, and then more rope was tied until you used up all your rope.
We used it all up. Okay, that's fine.
You didn't know how deep the well was.
Got it. So, Chrome, I'm going to stick Razor on your shoulder as you move silently and go down there.
Ooh, look at that. Okay,
Thank you.
so you're going south. What are you using for a light source, my good friend?
Well, I am half elf.
Yeah, what are you using for a light source, my good friend?
Don't I have ultra vision or something? Aren't I awesome?
Infravision.
You don't have see in the dark vision. That's called dark vision. You have infravision. If there's a heat source down there, you can see it. You don't see a heat source. You just see blackness.
I will borrow Drawn's light coin.
There you go.
Okay, very good.
Ooh.
All right. So you go down 20 yards, and the corridor jogs to the west, and then it goes south again. And in 10 yards, it turns into a set of stairs going down. And the clucking is very loud here.
Can I tell if it's coming right, left, or straight?
It's pretty hard to tell, but you think it's coming from the south.
How does the pseudo dragon react?
You don't know. You don't speak pseudo dragon.
I should learn it.
What do I see off his shoulders looking down the stairs?
Stairs down.
And the smell of chicken nuggets.
Ooh.
Do they lay golden eggs?
It's a fair question. There's lots of bones on the stairs too.
But there's corridors to the right and left, right?
No.
No,
Back
we
where you started, there was a corridor to the west.
Oh, I'm
Right.
sorry.
Yeah, 20
So
feet.
my only option is down.
Right.
Your only option is down.
Okay. I'm just going to whisper to the pseudo dragon that not to him but to Verdna that it's clear to come up.
All right, I will tell the party and we'll move forward.
Okay, you're all moving forward
Yep,
boldly and resolutely.
if that's what we're calling it.
Okay, down the stairs we're going, Prometheus?
Well, I would say, could we ask the dragon to fly down there and take a look?
No, you can ask the dragon nothing.
No, could we to Verdna?
Ask him.
I tend to not like to have him stick his head out, but he is invisible at the moment. So I'm willing to have him go to the bottom of the stairs, Jim. He'll actually fly at about the 3-foot height.
Okay. Look at that. All right. All right, so he goes down to the bottom of the stairs, which is fine, and he sees a long room. The room is 10, 20, 30, 40 yards north and south by 20 yards east and west, and in the middle of the west wall, there's another corridor.
On the west wall. And you said it's how many feet long?
Yes, 10, 20, 40 yards long,
40 yards, sorry.
20 yards wide.
And at the 10-yard mark, there's a west corridor?
No, in the middle of the west wall
Right.
of the 40 yards of wall, there's a corridor that goes west.
Got it. 5 foot corridor, 10 foot.
It's 5 foot. Or it's 5 yards.
Okay. Does he see anything in the room?
He doesn't see anything in the big long room.
Okay. All right. I'll fly back.
Okay. So make a saving throw for the dragon, please.
Okay. Is it MR first?
That's a good question.
Is it a magic function?
It's a magic function for sure.
So natural resistance.
Yeah.
17.
Okay. He's resisted something awful and terrible.
Can I get a sense that it was an can I do spellcraft to try and determine what school it came from?
No.
No. Okay. Yeah. So something incredibly bad in there.
And you guys are all at the top of the stairs or the bottom of the stairs?
I think we're gonna stay at the top.
Okay, there you are.
Okay. So there is a magical effect there, awful and terrible. That's the top of my danger list. Probably not something we can handle.
That's an assumption on your part.
True.
So we are standing at the top of the stairs. There's clucking down at the bottom.
Yes.
But
There's some
so
kind of
Razor saw nothing, but when he retreated, he had to save versus magic, which he described to me as awful and terrible. He tends to be more pragmatic than most and can take a pretty good bit of power transfer. And so that
There we go. Yeah.
It's really bad.
Yeah, really bad.
Where was that at?
Don't know.
It was in the middle of the long room.
Middle of the room. Got it.
So, but he was fine everywhere else.
Yes.
Okay.
Just middle of the room was the real problem.
Yes.
Did he see anything on the invisible spectrum?
No, he said no. I asked that.
Yeah, no.
So then the question is, do you want to try and move silently around the side and see what the corridor looks like?
Is that possible?
Anything's possible. This is a fun game.
I would like to go down to the bottom of the stairs.
There you are.
Okay. So identifying the center of the area where the
Yes,
dragon had problems.
easily done using continual light coin.
Yes. Can I circumvent that area?
Okay, so it's a 20-yard wide corridor.
Right.
How would you circumvent the middle of the corridor?
So okay. Could you describe that area to me one more time?
Of course, I'll be happy to. I live to do that for you, Nick. The room that you come down the stairs, which is in the middle of the north wall. The room is 20 yards wide and 40 yards long, and there is a corridor in the middle of the west wall, 5 yards wide.
Is that correspond to where the sort of like the corridor in the west wall facing into the center of the room? Is that about where the dragon had the problem?
Well, you don't know. You can speculate.
Right. High risk, so don't know that it's worth it. If he's having to resist magic, that means we're saving, and we're on the bottom end of the food chain in levels. So
I think they're mocking us. I say we go down there and take care of business.
Last time you did that there, Drawn, we got a little hemmed up following your Leroy Jenkins moment.
Well,
Hi, Nicole.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Nicole on Jim Ward.
All right. Well, you make all your saving throws, and life is good for me for many months.
Okay, great.
Hi.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Hello.
go.
Hi, Nicole.
Hi, guys.
hello.
I'm gonna thank you for saying hi, baby.
Yeah, really.
She's all dressed up. I'm taking her out for pizza.
We noticed that. Yeah.
In California, you have to dress up for pizza? Wow.
Yep,
Schmancer.
every day. I'm gonna hug Walt.
Okay.
Hug Walt.
I'm gonna hug Walt.
He's up
I
at
knew
the
those
top.
Rangers were a little weird.
He's up at the top of the stairs, young man.
It's like being a Spartan with guns.
I'm gonna hug Walt. And can I see the map as you have it, Andrew? Do you
Yeah,
have it on this area?
yeah, let me show you what I got.
I thought you were mapping, Nick.
No, I realized I was terrible at it when I tried. And then you guys were like, so is that red area? Okay, so as I come out at the bottom of the stairs, if I go to my right and hug that wall,
Yes.
and I begin to move to that corner, how do I feel? How do I feel?
You feel fine.
And as I begin to kind of hug the wall towards the opening,
Yes, yes.
how do I feel?
Have you stuck any part of your body past the opening yet?
No.
No, okay. You feel fine.
I'm listening. All right. I take out my silver hand mirror.
Yeah, okay.
And I drop down as low as I can get.
That's interesting.
And then I angle it so I can look down the corridor.
You see a well-lit room with a beholder sitting in the middle of the room.
We're not going in there.
Mother bleeper. I'm out. See ya.
Okay.
Gotta go.
All right.
Yeah. Shouldn't I have just like detected the intense insanity coming off that thing?
Well, you didn't look in. You just used a mirror.
Yeah.
Now, that was into the room that the dragon flew into, that Razor went in?
No, that is
The corridor.
in the corridor to the west, in the middle of the west wall.
Okay.
Wait a minute. I thought that's where I was. I thought I was looking down that corridor.
Yes,
You did look down that corridor with your mirror.
How,
Okay.
how far down did the corridor go?
It's impossible for him to judge.
There's just a beholder down there.
Yeah, it was a short corridor.
And it leads to a beholder, which probably spend no time here. So it's either a gas spore or an angry beholder, both of which would be bad for us.
Yeah.
What was the beholder doing?
It was floating in the air, looking at you with two of its tentacles.
I was going to say origami, but I like your answer better. That's fine.
I shall return to the party in a safe manner.
Okay,
Can
great.
you tell us what you found?
Oh, I absolutely do. I wonder if there's a way, I would ask the wizard the effect that your dragon felt. I wonder if that would be almost a trap to the beholder too. Did the beholder put that there, or would it?
Yeah. Now that we know there's a beholder down there, the dragon is positive one of its eye stalks tried to turn him to stone.
So knowing that a beholder is the top of the food chain, of which we are the bottom.
Yes.
And we have.
Again, that's an assumption on your part.
It is. That's true. It could be. That's true. It could be a beholder's weaker brother. So I don't think we have the firepower to take something like this on. And I don't see any reason to, unless you guys are interested in that.
No, this seems like following James Ward's legendary DM James Ward's advice to retreat. This seems like if you didn't retreat from this, you got what you deserve.
Oh yeah, this is a quick trip to the blender for sure.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So let's fall back to the corridor where we had an option.
Yeah. Okay.
So I guess from the top of the stairs, we'll reverse order again and head back north, go around the little jog, and then wind up at the corridor heading to the west.
Okay. That's 10 yards of 5 foot wide or 5 yard wide corridor.
Mm-hmm.
And then you come to a room that's 40 by 40. And we have 3 exits. You have one exit on the east wall at the bottom. You have another exit on the south wall on the west, in the west side corner. And you have a third exit in the west wall in the north. And I'll hit you those again. So the east wall has an exit at the bottom. And the south wall has an exit in the west, the far west corner of the south wall.
Okay.
And then the west wall has an exit in its north, but that exit is a cave. That is not dressed stone like the rest of this has been.
Okay. So that about right?
Shift it to the. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
I can't see the two exits you've got. Oh, I see. Okay. No, that's exactly right. Very good.
All right.
So what about the one that seems to lead right back into the corridor? Let's check that.
You know, the one that would head back down to where the beholder might be?
I thought
He's down a flight. He's down a set of stairs.
right. I know. There were 3 exits from that room, and one seemed to be to the left.
Okay, that would be on the south wall in the west corner.
Yes.
You'd like to do that one.
Can I see that map again? I'm sorry, one more time.
Yeah.
You have nothing to be sorry about, Nick.
I have a few things.
You really you should learn how to trail map.
Up a little bit.
No, I had to close a dialogue box.
Yeah, see, that one is you enter the room and then you go immediately to the left. That first one right there in that corner, like
Yeah, sure.
Where does that go?
Yeah.
Okay, that goes down south.
And so there's a possibility that that'll intersect.
Well, no, because the beholder is on a lower level.
We don't know if the corridor goes down or stays straight.
That's right. Very good, Andrew.
Let's roll one of Lance's sling balls. Or his regular balls, whichever he wants to donate.
Is that what Lance is doing?
Yes, I will roll.
Is that what
one of my
Lance is doing? Okay. It rolls south out of sight.
So it does go down.
And then you hear a what? Down to the south.
Can you do that again for us?
What?
That's going to be my new ringtone.
Did you establish the beholder was making the chicken sounds, or were those coming from somewhere else?
That would be hysterical, by the way.
It would really be, yeah.
Now I wonder in any of Gary's games, did anybody ever try and like talk to a beholder? You know, like pull the thorn out of his paw or something like that.
I did try and talk to it. It turned me to stone.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. The Gary's beholders are very much different from Forgotten Realms beholders.
Oh yes, there is zero.
Ed Greenwood had a very different approach to beholders. They were kind of gangster types. Is what
yes, I loved those Forgotten Realms beholders. The ones that
there we go.
What was his name? Xanth or something like that. Xanth?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Xanthar,
But you are not,
yes.
you are not dealing with that kind of beholder here.
No.
So what were Gary's?
1-800 I'm angry.
Yeah, exactly.
So they're just Gary's beholders are basically angry and insane.
They're ravening monsters. Yes.
So the high pitched shriek interrogative question that we just heard, did that sound lunatic and weird?
You know, you'd have to have a really good definition of that, and Prometheus clearly doesn't have a definition of that.
Have you met him?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm kind of nuts, just so you know.
There we go. Yeah.
With my intelligence, did it sound like an intelligent sound that was a reaction or an animalistic sound?
No, you can't tell.
Okay.
I bet those cockatrice feathers could solve that beholder like that.
Oh man, could they ever? You guys would just grab one each and rush into the beholder and try to hit it with the feathers.
All goes well until we're anti-magic and then disintegrated. So perfect.
There is that.
The good news is we'd at least get an initiative roll. That's about all.
He could only hit one of you with each of his rays.
That's true.
He
And
can't
with
like
5 of us, we could get 2 each. Perfect.
he can't hose you down. He can only do one apiece.
Yeah.
Well, maybe let's try the next option in that room.
Are you going in the cave then?
Yeah, let's check out the cave.
Okay, wonderful. All right. So we go. Oh, it's a cave, and it kind of goes up and down, north and south for a while, like 30 yards worth. And then it opens up into a very big north and south corridor. And in the north, you see a glowing something. Or you can go south.
Oh, the cave goes north and south?
Yes.
Didn't understand that exactly. Got it. Not do that.
Well, if I would have said it properly, you could have understood it.
And there's a glow from the north.
Yes.
Okay. What color?
Golden glow.
Perfect.
Let's let one of our fighters make a choice. They haven't. You guys haven't had any strong opinions.
My opinion is Prometheus gets people killed.
Garuk, which way would you go, brother?
I'm going to go towards the golden glow
Of course, anybody would go towards the golden glow.
I'll back him up.
because I like money.
All right, if they're advancing, I shall too.
There we go. All right. So as you walk up this corridor, there's really a large number of gold pieces in the north-south corridor.
Large number. Okay.
Yeah, I think we're talking like 250 gold.
Hey,
What's on the gold pieces?
It's King Maximus's head on one side and a griffin head on the other.
Do we see? I mean, do they look like they are legitimate coinage of the realm?
Well, they're gold coins. You know, you can buy stuff with them.
Let's scoop them up.
All right, we'll
All right.
scoop them up.
Okay, very good. You writing that down, Andrew?
I'm listing it. What was the
All right.
total? 160.
Going back to the beholder problem and the cockatrice problem.
Okay,
Yeah.
250, Andrew.
Thank you, sir.
Could you levitate a feather?
No. So
No, because only levitate himself.
no. Actually, levitate does do an object, but it's only a vertical movement. There's no horizontal. But yes, levitate, as updated in the second edition, where they added the clarifications from Dragon Magazine, is object or yourself.
So if the feather were placed in an area of the corridor where the beholder might get enraged and chased, and then you levitated it up and it struck the beholder as it passed.
So some metagaming statistics. This thing is an arsenal. It has the ability to use anti-magic and fry all magic. It itself hovers. Yeah. I mean, it's just an eating killing machine.
Sure.
The only reason we want to go in there is if we want to actually jump into a blender and turn it on and see how we make out.
Okay.
Yeah. At our level, we're dog meat.
Right. Okay.
I'm afraid that's true.
So we might, as adventurers, map this one to come back to as we get more experienced.
Yeah, as you get up to 9th or 10th level, you might have a slight chance.
Right. Our saving throws aren't good enough, so we're going to be, 1 in 4 that we can save. We're gonna, it's just there's a lot of variables, and it's a killing machine.
If you fight it, I'm just trying to say, if you fight it fairly, but if you lure it into a trap, then it's a different story.
Asymmetric warfare, baby.
That's true. There aren't many traps that we can do that it can't deal with. That's
right.
The thing.
But what would happen with a cockatrice feather?
So something of its caliber has a pretty hefty save. It probably saves 3 out of 4 times. That's number one.
Well, if it got close, I mean, it does have a disintegrate beam.
Right, disintegrate and anti-magic. So it can literally turn the feather off and turn me off as well, by the way.
At the same time.
All right. I like to work problems. So
and that's fine. I understand. Yeah.
I want to work the problem at the Red Dragon Inn where we're not getting eaten.
Yeah. Just wait. Just wait until you guys have polymorph other, and then Andrew will polymorph a Hydra, and he'll polymorph it into a snail, and then he'll send it into the beholder room, and the beholder will use its anti-magic, and the Hydra and the beholder will have a huge battle, and there's a 50-50 chance that the Hydra might not live.
Just like Sinbad. It'll look awesome. It'll look awesome.
It will be an awesome fight. And you could probably, during the fight, you could probably collect all of the magical gems that are just lying on the floor, waiting to be picked up by adventurers.
Yeah. But there are probably lots of adventurers in there at the moment. So,
there are quite a few statues there to be seen.
I'm one of those statues from 1976, by the way. My very first.
Not there. You were not there, Andrew.
No, I was down in the dungeon in a pool of water. So yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly where you are.
All bad. Okay.
So the cave.
Are we up for? We're collecting the money. Do we want to continue north in the cave?
Yes.
Okay, very good. This will be a fun thing. All right.
Yeah, exactly. For who?
You see a statue of an onyx jackal
Oh, great.
on a pedestal. The statue is 10 feet long and 5 feet tall. The eyes of the jackal are made of 2 fist-sized red rubies. The pedestal appears to be made of solid gold. There are dark hieroglyphics along all of the sides. There are 4 statues of fighter types reaching toward the eyes of the pedestal.
Perfect.
You just wanted to turn everything to stone when you wrote this part, didn't you?
It seems like a theme.
Gary did have a theme that I've copied exactly.
Poison and stone, the bread and butter of Greyhawk.
Yeah, very true.
All right, so quick question. Having recently had close encounters with the Bringer of Death, does this statue look A, like Set, B, like Anubis, C, more like Thoth, or D, like Osiris?
Okay, so how do you know Anubis?
Because I have religion as my non-weapon proficiency.
It's definitely Anubis.
Oh, okie dokie. So
And so you know for sure that those 2 red eyes are highly magical.
okay.
And valuable.
Can you give me the size of the room, the dimensions?
Of course I can.
Thanks.
I live to serve.
I believe that's true.
It's an open area actually.
Yep.
Boy, it's kind of hard to describe too. There's you came up north into this area.
Okay.
There is another exit to the east.
Okay.
There are exits in the north wall in the northeast and northwest.
Okay.
And there's another big south exit on the other side of Anubis.
Oh, so we walked up the northern corridor and
Yes.
came to the large room.
Yes.
The room had sort of a cave-like exit northeast and north.
They're all cave-like exits.
Okay. So and dead north and northwest.
Yes.
Now help me out with the south since we came from the south, walking north.
Yeah. So it's okay. The corridor you came up, it's 20 yards to the west of that corridor.
Roger that. Another
And right
exit.
by Anubis.
Okay. And there's one big statue, and then 4 victims.
Yes.
Roger that. Okay.
And the victims are doing what?
They're reaching towards Anubis's eyes.
But they didn't touch it.
They have no idea.
They aren't touching it.
Now, am I misremembering that we have members of the party who are still part of the Church of Anubis, or is that?
No, we
No,
didn't.
no.
And you were thinking of Set. We had
Set.
4. We had 3 followers of Set. And
That's right. That's right.
We fixed that problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're all sort of in front of it, though. I'm just making X's for the 4 guys.
Yeah.
Appraisal of the gem eyes.
Oh boy. Have you got appraisal, by the way?
I sure do.
Love
Okay,
it.
no, just gems by themselves, we're talking 5,000 gold each. If they're magical, the sky is the limit.
Okay.
I like Limitless Skies. Always been a big fan.
Yeah.
So
I would like to enter the room and hug Walt to the side and circumvent the direct gaze of the statue.
Okay, fine. That's no problem at all.
Okay. Then I would like to approach the statue from an angle.
Okay, from what angle?
I guess from its let's put it facing 12 o'clock from its 3 o'clock position, 3 to 4.
Okay, that's fine. You'd be on the east side then of Anubis.
Yes.
yeah, so I drew it like that just so you can see the space.
Okay.
That was very good, Andrew.
Okay. So I would like to visually inspect the base of the statue. I am not
Okay.
touching anything.
You do see a little green emerald sitting between the paws of Anubis.
Jim, how tall is the ceiling in here?
You can't see it with your vision.
Not
So
higher than 240.
Right.
Whoa.
are we getting any tingly senses from our newfound deity known as Cuthbert the Red?
Okay. So here's the deal with that. Our good friend, the cleric, can ask for tingling and get it all the time. You guys have to kind of give a sacrifice.
Sacrifice of? I mean, I'm willing to sacrifice Prometheus.
That's not nice.
Then
Oh,
you
I'm
get-
joking.
okay.
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Yeah, exactly.
So
That's obvious, by the way.
so can I activate my my Saint Cuthbert cell phone so that it vibrates
Yes,
when?
yes. Great danger from another god.
So Saint Cuthbert believes this is spam, that we probably shouldn't touch it. Just to let everyone know,
Don't cross the streams.
do not cross.
Exactly. Yes.
Important safety note.
So I'm looking at the statue and I see a green emerald between its paws.
Yes, exactly.
How much is that green emerald? Using a price.
Ooh, you think it's very valuable, but if it's magical, the sky is the limit.
Man, James, you're just like, it's like you're saying to me endless donuts.
So, Drown, do you have detect magic?
I do. You hit
What
it.
do you think? So I guess we have to decide how foolish we feel like being. Do you want to? Well, they glow, so that sort of ends that debate.
What's the thing that James says all the time? It's a game. We're supposed to have fun. So reckless is usually the order of the day.
Exactly. Couldn't have put that better, my friend.
It's not combat, it's a puzzle.
For
The Beholder was combat. This is a puzzle.
sure. Does Spellcraft give me any idea of what kind of magic from either the emerald or the 2 rubies?
All right, so this is bad for you, buddy. Give me a percentile roll, and you don't want to roll higher than 50.
Okay, so it's not an MR issue. 08.
Ooh, those rubies will turn you to stone.
Crap.
That you don't know exactly what that emerald is, but it's like gigantically valuable.
Okay, so now we know how the emeralds work. So now we know how the rubies work. So we can fry them. Back to the plan D. If I learn to spell magic, we can fry those if we really want them. And I guess we just have to decide on the emerald.
So you said there were some hieroglyphs at the base of the statue.
Oh yeah,
I did. Yes,
Can
I did.
we read ancient language?
Give me a percentile. You want to roll high?
Okay.
Ral Partha.
70. Not too
70
bad.
is wonderful. Yeah.
Oh.
There's a curse for anyone who touches the eyes,
Okay.
and if you take the emerald, which is fine with Anubis, you must become a member of the House of Anubis.
Well,
What does that entail?
Yes.
Unfortunately,
You are
That-
like a deity slut.
I mean, what's number 3, right?
yeah, really. No, unfortunately, that knowledge is not given to you.
can I share religion? Can I make a religious check to see if I can give him any information?
Oh boy, that's a very fair question. All right, roll a 6-sided die. You have to roll a 6.
Did you guys ever see that the Mummy movie from the early 2000s?
I did.
You remember the dude with all the different holy symbols on his chain?
Yes.
Yeah.
On the number, the weirdo Gary. This is the Luke Gygax D6.
Did you roll a 6?
I rolled a 6 on the number.
You are a hateful person. Okay,
Exactly.
so you become the guy who does Anubis becomes a worshiper of the dead, and gains some control over the dead, but no longer has a good alignment.
Wait,
But
I thought
Anubis
Anubis
is
is lawful good.
So Anubis is not evil. He's a neutral. He's the god of law and neutrality. His
Mhm.
primary function is against Set and he serves Osiris. So his primary job is to shepherd the dead, and that's not a negative thing for some of you.
Right.
I mean, I'm already chaotic good, so I would just be
Neutral.
So real quick, I'm still asking questions because I'm the thief.
Yeah, ask away.
I'm going to turn to the wizard and say, okay, when you had to make that save versus turning to stone, basically when you felt like, oh my gosh, if I inspect these eyes anymore, I'm going to turn to stone. Was it specifically the gems that were causing that, or the entire statue?
I think it's the gems, the gems of the functioning part, because that's the visible magic to us. So at the very least, it's the aperture origin point. So my suspicion is if we mess with him, he'll get either A, animate and fry us, or B, the eyes work like laser eyes and will shoot us.
Okay,
So
now I
what
think.
does-
Wait. I think it's a good time for a commercial. What do you think, Walt?
That sounds like an excellent idea. Nick,
Okay.
would you like to shed the Prometheus skin for a moment and possibly talk about Galaxy's Edge? And I hear you're up for an award or something.
We are. Hey, where's Josh Hayes?
That's not how you D&D, Josh.
He's out campaigning.
I think we're coming down to the last couple of weeks here where you can actually vote for Galaxy's Edge, the Savage Wars, to get an award, which is the Dragon Award, which is the premier convention down in Georgia. It'll be virtual this year. We're in the Space Marine category. We'd love to have you vote for us. We've actually, if you want to make your decision like an informed voter, you can head over to Audible and you can get the book, The Savage Wars, for just 99 cents right now.
Oh, wow.
Read it. You can have a what?
It's 99 cents on Amazon. The Audible is different.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I said Audible. Yes, on Amazon you can get it for 99 cents, and you can have a great time. And it does give way to the Prometheus storyline, which you find out about in Gods and Legionnaires. The first book is about the Legion defending the galaxy, and the second book is about the enemies. And Prometheus is one of those enemies, and he lives inside virtual worlds where he basically effectively sees himself as becoming a god. He's a really fun, crazy person. I think if you crossed Billy Idol and Johnny Depp in a blender, you'd get Prometheus.
Wow.
So go ahead and give it a try. And if not, check out any of the other books out there. They're really great books that are all nominated this year. And it's a lot of fun. Josh Hayes is nominated for Uncommon Horror, something like that. No, it's Uncommon Valor. And Josh is a great author. Also, John Bear Ross wrote a really great science fiction novel. Marco Cluse is nominated, and so is Christopher Ruccio. So these are all probably your A-listers in Space Marine science fiction right now. And it's pretty cool. Awards are fun, but the most important thing is getting to know readers. And I think if you come over to the Galaxy's Edge community, which is putting on this podcast, you'll see that it's a lot of people having a lot of fun and with highly inappropriate memes.
All right.
Right on.
Thank you, sir.
So let's go back to having fun, shall we?
I would like to. So to recap, touch the eyes, get turned to stone.
I don't believe I said that.
Have ill intentions towards the statue, get turned to stone.
That's a good possibility.
Accept the gift of an emerald green rock and lose your soul.
I don't believe I said that.
Well, effectively, even though Prometheus now has sworn to destroy Set in his heart, and it would seem that making Anubis an ally, Prometheus is so opposed to any other gods but himself that he couldn't even take an ally like this. So
I see.
I would not be taking the rock.
Okay.
The shiny rock.
Yeah.
But I would like to look at the base of the statue and see if I see any kind of visually any sort of hidden levers or panels or anything that stands out as odd.
You see gold plate and black hieroglyphics all around the pedestal.
Okay. Yeah.
I believe that's probably a Chick-fil-A recipe.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. So Lance Scorpio, are you going to grab that emerald?
So I have a quick question for our cleric. Our magical expert. What would it happen if my alignment changed to party dynamics? Would that be problematic?
Lawful isn't a negative thing. Lawful neutral would just mean you would, I mean, so he consecrates the dead. You would be sending souls that you dedicate to Anubis. That's not a bad thing. I don't know what Jim's rules are for level change based on alignment change. You'd have to find that out.
Jim.
You don't know what effect it will be.
Yeah.
Then, you know what? I'm going for it. I'm
Okay,
gonna...
now, just 1 second though.
Uh-oh.
You do know that you'll very much irritate the cudgel people.
So all the Cuthbert people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Unless we
Prometheus
all
comes
converted.
in because Prometheus is a troublemaker, and he reminds him that the cudgel people are dicks.
Yes, they are.
Oh my.
But the cudgel people stole all of my all
Yeah.
of my good armor, and yeah, I'm doing it. I'm picking it up.
Okay. You pick it up. All right. His body changes.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
His skin
Naked,
turns.
here we go, naked and afraid. I knew it was
Yeah,
naked. Wait, hold on. I got something.
So for the record, if I die, loot my corpse.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, we really can't. All you got is a club.
So,
I gave the club to Wordna, but I've got the bag of holding.
Okay. So
I had to sell the club, unfortunately, to get membership into a different club.
yeah, exactly. His skin turns gray.
Okay.
His hair gets long and straight. Yeah, really.
What's happening?
Okay. Your hair turns long and stringy. You get jet black eyes. All right. When you look at your friends, you want them to die so that they can become your slaves. And the green gem starts floating at your shoulder.
Ooh, like an ion stone. Spellcraft. Is it behaving like an ion stone?
Just like an ion stone, except ion stone is a property of Hasbro Incorporated.
Actually, no, that's part of. I think
I
that's
love the disclaimers throughout the dungeon against.
Yeah, really. No, you're right, Andrew. It was in Jack Vance's Dying Earth book, but I believe they have won several cases where the types of Ioun stones are owned by Hasbro.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I look
green
like a
emerald
greasy hobo.
at your shoulder, yeah.
The greasy hobo is me. Okay.
What if he dies?
All right, so Lance.
What if he dies? That's a very good question, Prometheus. Why don't you kill him and find out?
Oh, God.
No, I mean, I'm not wondering this aloud much. I'm just like, what happens to that gem if he's dead and the idol's not around to do anything about it?
Ooh, very good question.
I'm going to ask Lance.
Levels of covet.
Lance, do you feel any different affinity or attunement to the statue? Can you tell us anything about it?
Let me check. I would like to check if I learn anything new about the statue.
You know that those 2 red rubies will have absolutely no effect on you whatsoever.
Oh.
I can touch the red stones with no effect.
Well, take those puppies and then throw them in your bag.
Is that what you're doing?
I would like to consult the god Anubis and see if doing so might offend him.
What sacrifice are you giving for that consultation?
Let's see what I have to sacrifice.
If you say drawn, we're going to have it out.
Hang on, I have a bunch of stuff. Hang on, let me see what I can give you.
Yes.
I will sacrifice. Hold on. I will sacrifice my silver holy symbol, the great drumstick of His Greatness, Leroy Jenkins.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so that turns to silver dust.
Oh.
And you hear lightning cracking in the distance.
That's one hell of a text message.
Yeah, and okay, so now are you going to grab the 2 rubies?
I don't know what that means. So that was not a no. So I'm gonna. What are you doing?
That's how you grab the rubies.
Oh.
And other things that rhyme with rubies.
There were those Montreal clubs.
I would say, okay, like,
So do you think it's
well, is he asking us like, hey, I heard the crack of distant thunder and it wasn't a Bob Seger song?
You all heard the crack of distant thunder, just as the drumstick turned to silver dust.
so what thinks the more experienced religious types on whether that's a yay or a nay?
I think if it was a nay, you would have gotten a Hound of Ill Omen.
And thunder usually is what do you call it?
Good.
Depending on your point of
Maybe
view.
it's good. It's okay, buddy.
Oh,
Sure, if we're worshiping Thor.
yeah, really? Oh
then
my
again, but
God!
then again, remember,
I mean,
if you
Isn't
take,
that like the beginning of He-Man? He gets the thunder crack and he's
Yeah.
like,
You know,
I have the power!
You know, Scorpio, just continue listening to Prometheus because you know
Word,
he
can I-
wants you to do stuff.
can I consult Wordna's religious affinity to see what he might know about interpreting that signal?
Yeah, do I have any sense of the portent behind that? Or does
Six-sided die, please.
Yes, sir.
Wouldn't the poets do also?
A 1.
You get no feeling whatsoever, except you think maybe the power will still lie in the red stones, even if they're out of the skull.
Okay.
oh, so he could. I wonder if Lance
we
would
could-
be able to actually use them as weapons and could mess up that beholder.
I was
could
just
make
thinking
a-
the same thing.
What he could do is he could make like a really cool helmet with continual darkness on it and then put his eyes in it and, and that would be awesome.
He,
Boy,
what
that's
he could do.
that's thinking out of the box right there.
I would like
that's
that.
that's what 11-year-old Nick Cole did when he had a paladin.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
All right, so what's your gut tell you there, religious expert?
Well, Dron's the actual religious man. I've just got study.
Prometheus says, listen, you just got the green light to become a stud. Now, you're either going to do this or you're going to puss.
You know what? We're gonna do it. And if it
Yeah,
ends
I know
badly,
how to
it's
talk
all
with spiders. I'm the
All
spider
right.
whisperer.
Okay. So you easily pull out the first ruby. Where are you putting it?
I have
In your eye.
no, not in my eye. Trying to see
It's
if I-
big. It's
I got-
fist size. It's very large.
Oh, I'm filled with levels of it.
Would it fit in a large belt pouch?
Just barely.
So I'll put the first one in the large belt pouch.
Okay. What about the second one?
Do I have a sense that they need to work in tandem, or does each work independent of the other?
You have no idea.
You would have to hire a sage to teach you how to do it all.
I
I know one. He has my money.
All right, I will put the second one in my bag.
Listen, I
Okay.
haven't heard you wrong lately.
Lately.
Yeah, really.
which is also
All
going
right.
on a shirt.
So now blood is pouring out of the 2 eye sockets.
Ooh,
What is bad?
we hurt the doggy.
We should probably go.
Run away from the doggy.
Gurk, did you really call it a doggy?
So
not out
before
Hang on. Gurk,
Huh?
did you really call it a doggy?
Gurk, the player, did not call it a doggy.
Nice.
Okay.
Good save.
All right. Very good.
before we leave, I would like to take one of my vials of holy water and leave it as another offering.
But you know that holy water comes from
St. Cuthbert.
St. Cuthbert.
Just a quick
So
just a quick thing from coming out of the Facebook feed. Andy Toller wants somebody to snort the silver dust from the holy symbol. being sacrificed. And
Well-
then 67 Indian is yelling out Kali Ma, Kali Ma.
That is
On the Twitch
very
feed.
funny.
Well, given that I have changed my allegiances, I will leave all 8 of my vials of holy water as an offering to the great Anubis.
Okay, so you take 10 hit points of damage.
Because you basically pimp smacked your god.
Yes.
Wait.
So that's JR. You're down to 41.
I was
You-
leaving an offering.
You're
Yeah.
I said
dumb.
no.
The
No,
blood is in a big pool around Anubis right now.
So, Lance, just keep in mind that putting that holy water from another consecrated faith at the foot of your new boss, get it? A new but never mind.
I like it. I like it.
Right. So, the fact that you did that is like calling out some other woman's name in sex.
I thought I was announcing my revocation of said former allegiances, but
No,
okay.
you called out Michelle.
Dolores is angry.
Dolores is angry. Yeah, there we go.
So should we retrieve it or just beat feet?
Beat feet.
Let's beat feet.
Where are we going?
We have,
Away.
we have 3 northern passages. We have the direct south cave access, and then we have the southwest one.
Yeah.
Your call, buddy.
Let's go. Let's go southwest.
Okay, very good. You go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 yards, and the wall to the southwest is like smoky gray. It's not the cave wall that you've been experiencing before. And then, or you could turn east.
Smoky gray sounds like a teleporter.
And that goes the southwest wall goes 50 feet, 50 yards.
Yes, 50 yards.
Okay. And the northern one, the northwest wall, is still cavern-like, but the southern one is actually worked stone.
No.
No, it's just magical in nature, smoky. It's ethereal somewhat.
Yes, very good.
Okay. And does the corridor terminate or continue?
You can go east.
We could continue. Yep, can't figure that out. Anyone want? Yeah, teleporters not always our friends. What do you guys think?
We've had bad luck, or rather, I've had bad luck.
Yeah, let's stay away from teleporters unless there's any indication where they go.
All right.
Do I get any sense that there is the teleporter has any affinity to the god Anubis?
That's fair. Just a second, and I'll tell you. No.
No, it doesn't, or no sense?
No sense.
Island.
Okay.
Am I getting any St. Cuthbert tingling sense?
No.
All right. So my red hair isn't vibrating. Got it.
But it isn't gray either.
Well, gray is gray is the new black.
Yeah. It's very good.
All right.
Walt, you're not supposed to be funnier than me, okay?
It's my default setting. I'm sorry.
All right.
I have to get quippy when I'm nervous, for the potential of disintegration rays, being eaten by angry gods, and having my allegiance to my old god changed.
There we go. There we go.
So where is our next option, Andrew?
We have options. Well, we could continue on down the corridor. We could go back north and take one of the 3 northern corridors.
Let's continue down the corridor so we can solve this mystery.
So we're going east now then.
Yes.
Andrew. Okay.
It bends southeast. Is that how it's going?
It did, but then it's going to turn north.
Does that take us in any particular? Does that take us back to back into any part of the dungeon, or
it does take you back into where the statue is?
Okay. Well, let's continue to investigate it.
All right, very good. So you go up where the statue is again, and you notice that all the blood is going down a set of stairs.
Had we not noticed the stairs?
In front of it?
And behind it.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Is there?
Lance Scorpio, I don't want to touch the blood, but why don't you wade through that blood and go down and check out the bottom of the stairs?
What a great idea.
Leroy Jenkins. Oh, you can't say that anymore.
He can't anymore, I know.
All right. Do Do I have a sense that what would happen should I touch the blood of the great Anubis?
You have no idea. You're positive that's not the blood of the great Anubis.
Decisions.
I think I'm going to pass and suggest that Prometheus try his own tactic.
All right.
Can I make it down the stairs without touching the blood?
No, of course not.
Could levitate get Wordnut down the stairs without touching the stairs?
Yes.
Especially if we're pushing.
So first off, is there any way to test if the blood is toxic or harmful? Or
How would you do that?
You could lick it and tell us.
Or you could take out your pet gopher and try to see if it would die, but you don't have a pet gopher. Or you could take out your rose bush, the potted living rose bush. Oh, you don't have a rose bush.
I'm sensing a joke we're missing.
No,
you really
plant was key in old dungeons.
It was. You really aren't prepared at all for this dungeon, are you?
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a thought. 2 per row for 1. How far? The staircase is directly in front of the statue.
Behind the statue.
Behind the statue. Got it. And it's about 5 by 5, or what kind of a space?
It's kind of hard to tell.
Okay.
can I climb the walls to go down the corridor?
You don't mean go down the corridor. You mean go down the stairs.
Yes, sir.
You have a chance to do that, but you also have a chance of tripping and falling.
I'm going to take it.
Okay, very good. So roll me some percentile dice as you begin to climb down the wall that's down the stairs.
I make an incredible 16.
That is incredible. You're climbing down. You're climbing down. What are you using for a light source?
My continual light coin.
I didn't know that was yours.
Uh,
I have one as well, which I'll give to him.
All right,
He's
very
already
good.
borrowed, in air quotes, the one from Drawn.
if you loan me something, chances are you're not getting it back.
That's
Yeah,
right.
really.
I know how to get
Okay.
it.
So you do indeed climb down until you see a great big landing, and you see around 25 bodies.
Well, these are bad.
What's down
Hey,
there,
there's 25
Prometheus?
bodies down here.
How fresh are they? Prometheus, how fresh are they?
So the landing, the 25 bodies are on the landing.
Yes.
And is the blood congealing around them?
Yes.
And what kind of bodies are they? Or of what creature, person, place, or thing?
No, you'll have to get closer to tell that.
What else is in the room?
A corridor going north.
Okay. Can I drop down into this room now without touching the blood?
Yes, for sure.
I would like to do that.
Okay, very good. 25 orcs leap up and begin attacking you.
Aha!
So,
Oh God.
Can
25.
Wordnut, can you levitate him back to us?
no, he can't see him. Okay, so the first 5 miss you. What would you like to do?
Run.
Run.
So, you're going to run north or run up the stairs through the blood?
Run up the stairs through the blood.
Okay, very good. You're being followed by 25 very large orcs. Very large, evil, vile orcs.
I indie yell to my party, "What's coming?"
Okay, very good.
Step in front of him at the top of the stairs and throw a scattered handful of sand down.
That gets 7th level.
And say, forever sleep. Up to 8 hit dice.
8 hit dice. So you're going to get 4 of them going to sleep. There are 21 left.
Okay.
As they rush up the stairs, we'll start with the cleric.
For the honor of Ginger, I swing my club.
Okay, 20-sided die.
20-sided die. I get an 8.
What's your THAC-O?
Something. Hold on. Have this cool book.
What
I'll
level?
be asking everybody that question, by the way.
Thaco is 20.
18.
Do you even Thaco, bro?
What level?
Yeah, okay.
I'm
what
level
level?
4.
That's an 18.
That's an 18, so you miss.
Lance
takes-
Scorpio, remember you have those awesome gems.
Scorpio.
So first, I would like to ask if I can, since have an affinity towards the dead, might I be able to call the dead warriors at the bottom of the stairs to service us? To
They
assist
aren't
us?
dead. They aren't dead. They're asleep.
Yeah, those
Which
guys.
takes us to the wizard.
No, the dead
No, the
bodies
other
that
dead.
Prometheus found at the
No.
bottom of the stairs.
No.
He
He didn't find any dead bodies. He found 25 sleeping orc guards.
All right, then swing away, I guess.
No, you can't. You checked. You wanted to see if you could get those 4 sleeping bodies to
Roger.
help you. Which takes us to the wizard.
I'll put my fingers together and scream, "She's stained Fenster."
And remind me what that does.
Shoots out a 10 by 5 foot wedge of stained glass, doing 2d8 plus 1 per level.
All right, and how many creatures does that get?
In a 10 by 5 wedge, coming up a 5 foot wide staircase.
Okay, very good. You kill 4 more orcs.
All right.
Now I have to start keeping track of this.
All right. We're down
Make-
to 17 left.
Thank you, Andrew.
Sorry.
Andrew really wants to be the referee. I could tell.
Bad habit. I should keep my mouth shut.
That takes us to Prometheus.
Flaming oil.
Hang on just a second.
Oh my gosh. We got this, guys. Jim, don't disconnect yourself.
Okay, go ahead.
Flaming oil.
Ooh, that's interesting. That'll take you a whole melee round to start and get going.
Yes.
Okay, that takes us to Gurk.
I guess I'm going to swing my steel sword at.
What a
closest
great
orc.
idea. Yeah. What's your
So,
Thaco?
18.
Okay, roll.
Roll d20.
Yep.
Oh, 3. I miss.
That's a miss. Okay, their turn.
Would
Only
those stairs
4
be a little clogged with them?
Oh, yeah, only 4 of them are going to get at you.
Sweet.
That is pretty good. I only hit 1, and I'm going to hit our good friend. Gurk gets hit for 10 points.
Gurk,
Okay.
no.
Ah. Okay.
You're down to 14. Okay, next round. And who has the highest dexterity? We determined that last time, didn't we?
18.
I have a 17.
I have an
So
18.
Mine is 18 as well.
Okay, so which one of you wants to roll initiative?
Go for it.
Go for it, Scorpio.
All right.
Okay, Scorpio.
That's a d20, correct?
Yes,
Yes.
please.
And I got to 12.
Now you beat me, so you guys all go first. Starting with the good cleric.
Try for another whack with the club.
Okay, very good.
19.
19 is a marvelous hit. Do your damage.
Oh, a whole 1 to 6.
Plus
5.
1.
Oh, yeah, that's right. 6.
Okay, very good. That's a dead orc. Takes us to Scorpio.
Which makes it a good orc.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
I am going. I'm grabbing my shield and flail, and I am tacking.
Really? 20-sided die, please. What's your Thaco?
18.
James's
Okay.
secret power is cause second guess.
I have a 10.
And that's a horrible miss. Takes us to the wizard.
Blue belt pouch, throw a handful of the colored sand at them and say RCA.
Okay, now before you do that, young man,
Yes, sir.
you will definitely hit the cleric and Scorpio with that.
I looked at that and it says I actually have determinate 1 to 6 creatures area of effect according to the wizard's choice. Not allowed to
Really?
fall unconscious.
Yeah, who wrote those rules, James?
I know. I should have got Gary to change that one. All right, fine. 6 of them go unconscious.
That's I put 14 down, so we're down to we're not doing too bad.
You're not doing too bad. Prometheus.
I'm gonna fling a flaming oil flask down the stairs.
Okay, very good. Give me a 2d6, my friend.
For you, James, the world.
Yeah. 2d6, Nick. Roll it.
6.
You got a total of 6?
Yes.
All right, you kill one of them.
Stud.
Takes us to Gurk.
Rook. Okay, let's swing sword again. 9. Ah,
That's a horrible miss.
yes.
Unfortunately, there you killed a bunch, so a bunch more are now running up the stairs towards you.
So how many
Let's
are in
do-
the room?
There's probably another 9 or so that you see.
So this is in addition to the 25?
No, this is part of the 25.
All right,
But
yeah.
we cleared the stairs, and they're coming up the stairs.
Okay, yeah,
Yes.
2 total left.
Okay. So initiative, please.
JR?
I'm rolling it.
Well, then act like it.
I was hitting the buttons. It's got another 10.
Okay, that beats. So I guess we start with the cleric.
I cast aid on my friends.
Oh, really? Wow, that's nice. Okay, takes us to Scorpio.
Hey, why don't you try those gems, buddy?
I'm going to grab the ruby, the red ruby of Anubis, from my hip, my belt pouch, and I'm going to weaponize it against the charging orcs.
Okay. What exactly are you doing role play?
Well, it's cursed if they touch it, so I was thinking of throwing it at said enemy.
Okay, so that's what you do. Roll me a 20-sided die.
And add 1.
Add a second dice, I got a 20, or add a 1, so 21.
Oh, that's
That's a
wonderful. So,
natural.
That's
So
a natural 20.
yeah, it's terrific. 2 orcs reach out to grab that gem because it looks so cool, and they turn to stone,
Ah!
which
Huzzah!
takes us to the wizard.
I need a war cry for Anubis.
Die,
Maybe-
mother trucker.
Maybe arf.
I'll leave Gurk to anger. I know.
I was gonna say, that seems to be a bad direction to go in.
How many
Yeah,
people
really.
are in front of me right now?
1.
Oh, one.
Who is that?
That's our cleric.
I can drop to the ground.
No, you can't. You've done your turn.
I can drop to the ground next time.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm gonna step to the side. Well, actually, no, I have a quarterstaff as a weapon now. I didn't.
That's a bold move.
Yeah, so I will try and whack one with a quarterstaff.
What's your Thaco?
It's an 18, but I'm not proficient with this, so I'm -5.
You should just fall back.
Roll them bones.
I'll fall back after this.
Okay.
20 natural.
Ooh, you shouldn't fall back.
But your 20 is a -5, is a 15.
And it's a +1 for the staff.
Yeah,
No, but
that's-
it's a natural 20 though.
Yeah. I don't care. That's a horrible miss.
It's a horrible miss. Yeah.
Well, wait. I mean, like
I'm
if you roll a natural 20, you can't even hit.
Okay, it's not a natural 20, Nick.
No, it is.
No, it isn't.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at this 20. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's a -5. He can't roll a natural 20.
I can't do anything to save my life.
But if you do roll a natural 20,
I did.
It's a -5.
Doesn't matter. Yeah.
I thought a natural 20 was always an automatic hit.
Yeah, okay. You know, in other people's games that don't follow the rules, that is very true, Nick.
Okay.
Yeah, but
This is
not
The
in
world
this
is
game
cool.
because you wanted a Gary Gygax game, and
Yes.
that's what you are getting.
Okay.
What was the armor class?
That's a fair question. 0.
Yeah, not even close. There's no hope for me. I'm just falling back.
Okay, that takes us to Prometheus.
May I hit one with a club?
You can try.
Okay. Then I shall. My Thaco is 15. I roll an 18.
You hit and kill one.
Sweet.
Takes us to Gurk.
I'm gonna take a swing.
This is it, Gurk.
6. What
This
is?
is not it.
Yeah. Okay. So now I put it to you all. It's 4:45. Should we go back to Greyhawk, retreat, and lick our wounds, or should we continue this battle to its logical conclusion?
Let's finish the battle up. 10, 15. We have 18 down, so we have 7 to go.
Okay.
We
And as the mage looks down the stairs, he says, yeah, there's 7 of these warriors, and now there's 6 shaman orcs coming up the stairs casting spells.
Might be time to go.
We'll beat feet.
Okay, you're running.
Before I run, I am retrieving the ruby of Anubis.
Nah, I'm sorry. You're either running or
Well, hold
staying
on.
there to be
No.
Wait, did you
tackled
throw
and
it?
killed.
Did you throw it?
He threw the
I-
ruby.
Yes,
I
he
threw
threw
the
it,
ruby.
and two orcs turned to stone, grabbing it.
Got
So the ruby is now in stone fingers, quite difficult to get released.
Yeah, I think we're leaving it.
So
All right, well,
We have
we were-
you can't do fireball, or we don't have burning hands.
Jeez.
I have burning hands. The
do you
problem
have a levitate? You could levitate the 2 stone orcs with us.
No, it doesn't work that way.
so burning hands I can use. The problem is if whatever's in front of burning hands is a non-controllable. It just liquefies whatever's up there.
So we would have to wait for it to cool down enough to retrieve.
No, I'm saying we have to deal with the enemies. So what I'm trying to say is, forget about the gem for a minute, but we don't want to leave that behind. So what I'm saying is, why don't we liquefy the stairs?
Try and burn the stairs out. I mean,
Well, like as they come up, just do that.
it's a 5x10 wedge. I'll probably take another 4. I seem to be able to take out 4 at a time. So that's the best I'll be able to do. But
Okay, but you know the 6 shaman orcs are going to be throwing spells at your
right,
group.
we're gonna kick our ass. We're running.
Yeah.
Let's mark the map. We'll revisit this.
Yep, I've got it
And
marked.
come back.
We have this
South
whole
corridor.
we have one more gem we could use.
I do have
Yeah.
it in my bag of holding.
Yes.
But maybe you don't throw it. Maybe you command it or shoot a ray or something. I don't know.
And if it doesn't work, we all die.
So our
No,
gem.
no, just you would die, Scorpio.
So
Okay.
we have 7 warrior orcs and we have 6 shamans.
So
At the
How-
very least.
So
how
that means
many?
6 spellcasters. I have 1 more offensive spell, which is burning hands, and then I'm done.
So how many of these enemy did you kill? Because I can
I've
maybe make the dead work for us.
I've taken out 14.
Are they dead or just asleep?
No, different. So there are 4 asleep. There are 4 dead. There are 6 unconscious. Chrome has killed 2, and 2 have been turned to stone. So that leaves 7 active, of which 8 of mine will come back at some point, really pissed off.
Do you want to try? You want to try to see if we can make the dead work for us? I mean, Anubis is the god of the
Okay,
dead.
you have not done that before, so
You
you
don't know
are
squat about that.
very unsure of the effect.
I am
Let's
running
come-
down the
Let's
7
come back next time.
corridor. Coming
Fall
back.
back.
Sweet.
Fall back. Fall
Okay,
back.
we're all running back to the well.
Yep.
As we're running and we're
Yes.
coming back out of the tunnel, we should ignite some of these passages on fire, or as we pass that one corridor and the orcs are chasing us, whistle really loud and attract that beholder to go talk to the orcs.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. You do all of that. And there we are at the well. And we pull on the rope, and naturally, the rope falls down into the well.
Of course.
Okay, so can I grab the rope and say, Ollie, I'm come free, and levitate up?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'm going up.
Okay.
When I get to the top, can I spike it?
Yeah, I see no problem with that whatsoever.
And
All
are
right.
we walking home?
You are walking home. Yes, you are.
Yeah, I figured.
We're 0 for 4. All right, we're buying a minion.
You know, it's an oldie but a goodie, I tell you.
It is. Gift that keeps on giving. At least we haven't named any of the horses yet, so I don't feel as bad.
There we go. Yeah. So we walk back to Greyhawk.
Let's go ahead and wrap the show up here, and then we'll do post-show business after the broadcast.
Okay.
Excellent.
That sounds fine.
Anybody
So-
have any final words before we call it?
I think we did pretty good.
We did a lot of running.
There we go.
didn't do a lot of dying.
Running weapons and nobody died.
I've noticed we're a lot more cautious than we were when Leroy Jenkins was our patron deity.
There we go. Yes. All right. So let's go over the goodies, please. I think we only found.
We got to close the show real quick. Hold on.
Okay.
So, all right. We just wanted to thank everybody for coming out and spending an afternoon with us as we ran, died, and otherwise tried to survive the realm of Greyhawk as told by James Ward. Thank you.
Which is impossible.
Okay.